Black Ops 7 just got revealed and we got a lot of things to talk about. Let's dive into it. Well, guys, as you guys heard in the intro, today I wanted to give you guys my thoughts and opinions about Black Ops 7. There's a lot of positives, concerns, and some negatives that people have been saying. I've seen all the YouTube comments, Twitter posts, you name it. There's so many people talking about Black Ops 7, and I want to give you guys my personal opinion about it. So I'm down for that. I wrote down a bunch of things here that's very positive for the game, that I liked about the game, and there's going to be some negatives I'm a little concerned about that could hurt Black Ops 7 in the early run throughout its life cycle, now that Battlefield is here and GTA comes out next year. So there's a lot of things that Call of Duty is bringing to the table, according to, you know, all these leaks and rumors, and now they are confirmed here in Black Ops 7 that's coming out in just several months. So hey, I'm in for it. So the first thing that I want to talk about was a co-op campaign. Now I think they knocked it out of the park with this whole thing. We haven't seen a co-op mission in a Call of Duty title since Black Ops 3, even World at War back in the day. So it opens the door to making new friends or just playing with your friends in a co-op mission, so you don't have to play that alone. Or there's also a way that they have it, you can also play alone. It's not going to make you play with three other people, which I think that's a huge W by Call of Duty themselves. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I think that's a brilliant thing. I may not did that before. Campaign looks very interesting coming from my perspective of what I saw today. It just looks awesome. Like, I'm very concerned about this. Like, I'm excited about campaign more than any other Call of Duty in like the last like 7-8 years possibly, because again, we haven't had a co-op mission in quite some time since the Black Ops 3 era, and this looks very interesting. Like, I think this is a good thing, a good start for Call of Duty to have a way to play with friends in the campaign. If you don't want to play multiplayer or even zombies, you guys can just literally complete the campaign together as friends, you know what I'm saying? And I was kind of crazy about that, and I don't know, this is awesome for me. Now the next thing I wanted to talk about was the iconic weapons in this game. So I seen that they added the PDW, the Rampart, the Peacekeeper, and the MAA1 from classic Call of Duty titles. And I can't lie, I'm actually okay with this. I'm on board. Like, I'm on board with them bringing back nostalgia, but I'm also great with this because not every gun feels nostalgic. There's going to be a lot of brand new guns that they're bringing to the game. I think I heard from Swagg's comments or T-Dog's comments or J Guys that they're going to be like 30 different titles or 30 different guns to choose from. They're all going to be brand new except for the 4 I just mentioned to you guys. And I think that's awesome. Like, we need brand new stuff. And I think that's what Call of Duty kind of fell off at. They, you know, you buy into this, they take it away from you the next year, and they try to resell it to you in black sales and bundles and all that stuff, which I thought that was a pretty bad look on their part. So adding these 4 classic guns and bringing brand new guns, I mean, that's amazing. Like, I love that. I love the fact that they're trying out something new. Hopefully these guns aren't bad, but we'll see. There's always one bad gun in Call of Duty. There's always going to be a bad gun. There's always going to be a meta gun in Call of Duty. That's just kind of the niche when it comes to Call of Duty nowadays. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the competitive scene, especially with the MAA1. If you guys do not remember, the MAA1 was like the go-to weapon for competitive Black Ops 2. If you watch a lot of CDL back then with Scump and etc., the MAA1 was one of my favorite guns. Multiple swarms, K9s, Lodestar, you name it. The gun's amazing, and I hope that it's the same way when the game first drops later on this year. And yeah, PDW, Rampart, and the Peacekeeper, all fan favorites. Great job, Call of Duty. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about was camo challenges. And there's so many things that I caught today that was brilliant to Call of Duty's multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, whatever you're interested in. And this kind of ties in with another thing I was about to say. There's literally camo challenges in each mode, which I think we had that this year in Black Ops 6 with multiplayer, zombies, and Warzone, but now we got it in campaign, which is an add-on to what they should have done last year. So I thought that was awesome. I can't lie, adding campaign camos, very interesting. I'm kind of curious how that's going to play out, but we never had that before until now. But adding camos and campaign, I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this one. I don't know. I mean, I feel like obviously they want to keep you on the game as long as possible. I'm a little concerned. I'm not sure how it's going to play out. I don't really have an idea how it's going to play out, especially in the campaign camos. Like, what are you supposed to do? Maybe there's certain challenges or a certain time you have to finish the mission or don't die. You know, there's so many different ways that they could add on with this campaign. And like I said, campaign is looking pretty hot this year. So I don't know what they're going to do with this mode, but we'll see in the near future. Okay. Now this one here has got me really, really nervous. We have a lot of maps coming. I think it's 16 different maps, if I'm not mistaken. 16 maps at launch. When was the last time we had 16 maps at launch? Original maps, not old school, not throwbacks like we had in Modern Warfare 3. When was the last time we had 16 regular original maps? We know. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below. Which Call of Duty was that had 16 regular original maps? No throwbacks, none of that. No remakes, whatever the case may be. But I think this is a great start. But I'm also very nervous because Black Ops 6 were probably one of this. I think Black Ops 6 maps were a part of one of the worst in all of history of Call of Duty. Like, it's up there with Modern Warfare 2 2022's maps. Like, something about Black Ops 6 maps just kind of killed it for me. And it kind of just, I don't know. You have no time to like breathe. Like, there was no room because everybody was sliding everywhere. Omni movement was cranked to the max. It just felt buggy for some reason. So I'm kind of hoping that maps are, you know, decent this year. I got a decent size. I'm really looking forward to playing on Tokyo and Alaska. Alaska looks god tier. Like, I think they did a great job with all these maps. The texture, the graphics, the view, the background, you name it, everything looks phenomenal with these maps. And I was, like I said, I was very concerned, and I'm still concerned, but I'm looking forward to like Raid, Express, Hijacked. You can see Tokyo, Japan on Hijack. Like, I thought that was really cool. Like, like I said, call me a Call of Duty shill, it's cool, but Hijack in the middle of Tokyo looks insane. Raid, like, I think they're all Japan themed maps, which again, I'm in for. Like, I love the whole Japan theme of Black Ops 7. It looks really awesome. So, but I'm really looking forward to Raid because when I saw the center of Raid, chef's kiss. Like, I can't lie, chef's kiss on that. But again, we're gonna be talking about why I'm a little concerned even more as we move into the negatives up in this video. Now for zombies, I'm a little excited for this one as well. Like, I really want to try out zombies this year. I wasn't a big fan of zombies in Black Ops 6 and previous titles because of the whole Warzone mechanic system. But, you know, hopefully we don't see some type of plates or finding your loadouts right off the rip, because that kind of defeats the purpose of a zombies title. And I know a lot of people in the zombies community are looking for that nostalgic feeling pistol. Start off pistol and buying your guns off the walls and pack a punch, all that transit stuff that we did back in the day in Black Ops 2 with transit. And I don't know, like, zombies looks very interesting. They haven't really mentioned a lot of zombies today, which I'm assuming we'll see more of in COD Next. It's September 30th. I think that's the rumor. September 30th. So it's looking pretty tight, you guys. I can't lie. Zombies looks nice. But at the same time, I'm not going to get my hopes up on that. I would love to see some type of, you know, classic feeling, pistol start, no plates, no loadout beginning, because that right there kind of killed it for me. And I know you guys can agree with me in this video that zombies needs to go back to its roots. But like I said, they haven't really talked much about it. So we'll have to see at COD Next when the content creators, you know, gameplay gets leaked out, zombies gets leaked out, Warzone gets talked about, all of that. So if you're listening to me, Call of Duty, I would love to see some nostalgic feeling, especially with pistol starting only I'm hoping for a really good Call of Duty Zombies experience because I really wanted to play it this year, but for some odd reason, it felt too easy. If that makes any sense, like, let me know. Did Zombies feel easy to you guys? I don't know, but it looks fun. But I'm gonna try my best to get into it. Hopefully, we'll see some type of nostalgic feeling, like I did growing up playing Call of Duty. Now, the next thing is the loadout codes. And I thought I was a little confused about this. I overheard Swagg talking about it. I heard J guy talk about it. There's a little, this thing looks very interesting. And I think Call of Duty kind of killed this one. They knocked it out of the park in a good way, by the way. They knocked this out of the park with this whole loadout thing. I don't think another game has done this before. So instead of me explaining to my chat or explaining to my IRL friends or anyone watching a video that I make about gameplay or whatever I'm doing, they don't have to ask in the comments below or a stream what the loadout is. I don't have to show you guys anything. All I got to do is just tell you the code. That's it. Like, all I have to do is tell you the code to this gun and the gun would automatically be built for you. I think that's a positive thing that Call of Duty has done, and I actually love that. I think that's one of the best features they're going to have in the game. Obviously, there's going to be negatives. There's going to be somebody complaining about it later, but I think that's a huge W, adding like loadout codes so people don't have to sit there and trying to like tune their weapon the right way or guessing what the attachments he or she is using in their game. You know what I mean? Like, it makes a lot of sense that they added a code in here. So I think that was an awesome feature. And that kind of breaks it down for the positive side of things. Like, obviously there's going to be negatives. I have some opinions about the negative things, not really much negative, but I'm seeing a lot of positives about this and it looks phenomenal. Like, I'm so ready for this game. Again, you can call me a Call of Duty shill, you can call me a whatever. It is what it is. I grew up playing Call of Duty, get over it. But now I want to move on to the negative side. And again, this has me a little concerned as well. I know I saw a lot of people saying L in the comments, which I wasn't a big fan of, but that's just people's opinions. And I saw a lot of people in Twitter and other streams that I watched it on today saying I'm moving over to Battlefield 6. And I was like, okay, that doesn't not seem, obviously, that's not good, obviously. I know a lot of people aren't really liking the futuristic Call of Duty, but I'm gonna be honest. I did hear a point from T-Dog today about saying it reminds people, this game reminds people of Infinite Warfare's launch with the whole futuristic jetpack. But when you think about it, when was the last time we had a jetpack Call of Duty? We haven't had a jetpack Call of Duty since Black Ops 3, if I'm not no, Infinite Warfare actually. So it's been about almost 10 years since we had a jetpack Call of Duty. And I think it was the right move to have a futuristic title jetpack kind of way. But the thing is, there is no jetpacks in this game. It's just wall jumping, which I will jump on that in just a second here. But yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. So I'm nervous. Clearly, Black Ops 7 is still looking pretty fire. You know me, I'm gonna play the game. Like, I'm gonna play the game, period. The next thing, wall jumping. As I just mentioned, wall jumping is in the game, but it actually makes me curious about how the casuals are gonna feel, because, you know, how sweaty is this game gonna get? How sweaty will Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking be for Call of? Like, it makes me feel like, you know, a lot of people are jumping ships to Battlefield 6. Maybe they're taking notes from Battlefield 6 that their skill-based matchmaking wasn't cranked to the max. There's going to be all types of crazy movement. People are going to get clipped. The casual player who doesn't really play Call of Duty as much every day like we do is not going to have a fun experience if the skill-based matchmaking is absolutely cranked to the moon. Now, I know there's going to be somebody that's going to be playing this game all night, several days, racing towards master camo, and hey, people got to do what they got to do. But I'm just a little concerned and curious how the casual community is going to feel about this, because if they don't like the game, if the skill-based matchmaking is cranked to the moon, they're going to move over to Black Ops 6 or even Battlefield, because, you know, in Black Ops 6 it won't be as sweaty. because everyone moved over from, you know, Battlefield 6 or, you know, or even Black Ops 6. So Black Ops 7 could be a very sweaty game. And to me, I don't know. Hopefully Call of Duty can tone it down, because I'm telling you, the game will probably lose a lot of players, especially early on in like January, maybe February. Skill-based matchmaking is going to be cranked to the max at season 1 in like December or whenever they start doing the seasons and stuff. So it makes me really nervous how it's going to play out with the casuals. Will they stay on the game? I don't know. That's what I'm really nervous about. I have a lot of casual friends that play Call of Duty, but they're just tired of getting sweated on, and they have to do something about the matchmaking, or the game's going to be in deep trouble. And most people are just going to move to Delta Force or wait till GTA 6 or GTA 6, and then that's it. You know, you're going to be bleeding players once again. Okay, now this one is going to be insane. And I know a lot of you guys are very curious about what's going to happen with your skins and your cosmetics that you paid for. And I'm going to be flat out honest. I don't think they should come to the game. I don't think we should see Beavis and Butthead, Nicki Minaj. You guys kind of go where I'm going with this. Ninja Turtles, whoever. Like, all these goofy skins in Black Ops 7 will instantly kill the game season 1. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think it comes to a point where we see so much of these goofy things, and I kind of think that they kind of let it go during Black Ops 6 last year, where nothing was getting fixed. Cheaters were everywhere, bugs, everything. It was just more focused on the store, which I get. Skins are made months in advance, so I understand where that comes from. But if you're like focused more on the skins, the blueprints, all that stuff, and overpowered things, it's gonna be a huge mess for Black Ops 7, because nobody wants to see Beavis and Butthead, Ninja Turtles. Again, I don't even know all the skins because I don't really pay for most of these things. Sharks, pigs, cats, rats, baseball players. Like, nobody wants to see that, honestly, in Black Ops 7. And I'm one of those people. I'd rather see regular Milsim type of soldier that kind of fits the theme, which I also think Battlefield 6 did a very good job with, keeping it low, soldiers only, Milsim. I'm sure they'll do some type of goofy thing in their game as well. But I kind of hope Call of Duty Black Ops, they learned their lesson from Black Ops 6, adding so many skins. Obviously they hear us, and I want you guys to know, speak your voice out in this video. Like, let us get these messages to Call of Duty. Like, we don't want goofy skins in Call of Duty, or at least add like a filter that we can, you know, turn it off. Like, I know there's some people who don't care about this stuff. Some people don't care that it's futuristic. They just want their skins to be transferred over, and that's completely fine. But they have to have a filter where there's people who don't want to see it have the opportunity to not see it, because I don't think people who don't want to see it should be forced to see all these cartoons in Call of Duty. And it's been getting out of hand for a very long time, and I'm hoping that Call of Duty hears me. You know, obviously I love their product, so coming from a content creator who loves Call of Duty so much, I would love to see them not add skins in their game. But if they don't do that, it is what it is. But a filter would be the best thing in the game, and I promise you, people will buy this game because the skins will be turned off. They have that opportunity to turn them off in the settings. So if they have this feature in their settings, I'm telling you now, they will make 2 times more money. I promise you. I don't understand why, but I promise a lot of casuals are going to buy this game, and that's just me. Because again, Battlefield 6 is looking pretty promising with the whole keeping it low, Milsim, regular first-person shooter experience. And yeah, I'm a little, like I said, I'm very scared about this game, but I'm also very, very excited. If I have to be completely honest with you guys, like, I'm super excited for this game. Like, you guys don't understand. I've been kind of chilling. Like, I'm making Warzone content, and I'm also been playing multiplayer on the side. but I also been playing other games outside of Call of Duty just to keep my mental health in check because of skill-based matchmaking and cheaters, and you know, I love Warzone and stuff. So yeah, I just been trying to stay relaxed is what I'm trying to tell you. And there's one more quick thing I want to talk about is the cheating situation. We all know cheaters are going to find a way to cheat in the game. It's obvious. It's been in Call of Duty since the beginning of time. Cheating in video games is just it's just getting out of hand nowadays. And with Call of Duty, it's probably one of the worst when it comes to handling the cheaters. And I get it. Coding is very hard, so I can't put a lot of crap on that when it comes to cheating, because you know, cheating developers are always updating like every day or whatever they're doing. I don't really know, and I'm sure COD's the same way, trying to figure out ways to counter the cheating. It's a cat and mouse game between the two, and I'm very nervous about the whole cheating, because if you got a lot of cheaters jumping into Black Ops 7 already, the game's gonna probably die by December/January if the cheating doesn't get situated. And I think, and I hope that they Call of Duty, I can't even talk. I hope Call of Duty, you know, reconsider, try more updates, kernel level driver, hire new people, whatever they got to do to combat these cheaters, because cheaters are going to be everywhere. I almost guarantee it. We're going to see cheaters day one. Obviously, we're going to see them. Somebody's going to run into them, or, you know, we're going to see some type of broken aim assist. There's a lot of things. And that's kind of it, guys. I think I have everything that I wanted to cover myself. Oh man. Now, with all that being said, I'm gonna be completely honest with my community here. I'm very excited for this. Now, that sounds pretty crazy because I've already said like 40 times in this video that I'm a Call of Duty guy. I love Call of Duty. I want it to be the best that it can be. I will always support Call of Duty no matter how much the game makes us all mad. And it's looking promising. I can almost tell you it looks very promising, but coming from a content creator that supports you guys and cares about my community and cares about other people who loves Call of Duty, if you're not a Call of Duty person, not this year, I don't say buy it. I think you guys should play other games, try Battlefield 6, Fortnite, GTA 6 when it comes out in May next year. If Call of Duty is just not your thing this year, just don't buy it. Coming from a guy coming from me to you guys, I want to spread this message out there to you guys. So that's just me though. I'm not invited by Call of Duty, even though that'll be amazing, an amazing experience to see that. But like I said, if you guys want to just hold off on buying Black Ops 7, go for it. I'm not gonna lie, I have Game Pass, so I don't have to worry about it. And like I said, because I'm excited for the game, I want them to do better, and I want Call of Duty to move forward as we go up in the near future. And yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about with this. Hopefully it's not like a crazy skin only thing that they focus on. Hopefully the maps are decent size, so it's not just crazy slide canceling, tag sprint. That's also one thing I also wanted to say was tag sprint and lootable streaks are returning, but they're also going to be perks. So that's amazing that they did that. And if you want to be a sweat, you can put that perk on and tag sprint your life out. Or you want to be a loopable streak sweat, you know, like I feel like they're adding a lot of things that's going to benefit a bunch of different types of players. So I do love that feature. But hey, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about Black Ops 7? Are you guys excited for it? Are you not excited for it? And I also want to thank you guys so much for supporting this stream, the content. And if you guys support me, please leave a thumbs up and please consider subscribing if you want to. Like I said, we're gonna keep covering Call of Duty. You guys know I play a bunch of old Call of Duties live on stream. I play a bunch of old ones. We play some of the new ones in like several years. We just do whatever, basically COD related. But I'm also going to be trying my best to do other things, like play other games live on Twitch, or I might make a second channel and we can just make a second channel on playing other games that is not Call of Duty. But coming from me, this channel here will always be Call of Duty. Like, I think we already got that settled. And if you're listening to me, Call of Duty, I'm excited and I'm ready. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, Have a blessed day.